And the moment things get difficult, that escape route starts to look very attractive. You either jump or you just step back. Fear doesn't go away when you commit, it transforms. Commitment creates the conditions for confidence to grow. That same pattern showed up again when I fully committed to the gaming industry. The real question is whether you are ready to commit to becoming the person this path requires. If you want to be part of the gaming industry, there's something important you need to understand early. This path doesn't really offer a comfortable middle ground where you can casually try and see what happens. It asks for a level of commitment that most people underestimate when they first start. A lot of people come into game development with good intentions. They tell themselves they'll work on it after their job, see if it goes somewhere, and decide later whether it's worth going all in. On the surface, that sounds reasonable, but in reality, that mindset creates a constant escape route. And the moment things get difficult, that escape route starts to look very attractive, and in many cases, people will blame the industry. That's why I often compare this journey to skydiving. You can research it, prepare for it, and stand inside the plane telling yourself you are ready. But once the door opens and you feel the air rushing in, everything becomes real. At that point, there's not such a thing as being halfway committed. You either jump or you just step back. The gaming industry works in a very similar way. Once you truly decided to commit, your relation with fear changes. Fear doesn't disappear, but it stops being something that paralyzes you. It becomes something that sharpens you. It forces you to pay attention, to be disciplined with your time, and to show up even when motivation isn't there. Fear doesn't go away when you commit, it transforms. This is where people get it wrong. They assume that confidence comes first and commitment comes later. In reality, it works the other way around. Commitment creates the conditions for confidence to grow. This path isn't about chasing quick money either. Money will be a result, like in any other strategic long-term career, but it should not be the reason. If money is the main driver, the first real obstacle will feel like proof that you choose the wrong path. Fulfillment works differently. It arrives slowly, almost quietly. When you look back and realize you become someone more capable and more aligned with what you care about. Fulfillment isn't instant, it is earned over time. Life has a way of teaching commitment long before we ever apply it to our careers. Before game development became a serious path for me, I had already lived through moments where there was no middle ground. Moments where hesitation wasn't protection and comfort wasn't an option. I remember standing in the church watching my fiancée walk in wearing her beautiful wedding dress. Everything slowed down, not because I was overwhelmed, but because I understood the importance of that moment. I wasn't choosing a ceremony or a celebration. I was choosing responsibility. I was choosing to build a life with someone, knowing it will demand more from me than anything I have done before. There was no version of that moment where I was half committed. A few years later, that same woman ran toward me with a smile on her face that immediately told me something had changed. She told me we were going to become parents. Fear showed up again, but it wasn't the kind that makes you want to run. It was the kind that asks you to grow, even when you are not sure how to do it yet. Then I held my son for the first time, later my daughter. Those moments didn't feel like achievements, they feel like thresholds, like stepping into a version of myself that didn't exist before. Comfort quietly left the room, and responsibility took its place. From that point on, leaving my comfort zone stopped being an exception and started becoming a pattern. Moving to another country, starting over, taking risks without guarantees. Every step forward asked something from me, and every time the price was real. Looking back now, I don't remember those moments as reckless. I remember them as aligned. Fear was always present, but it was never a stop sign. It was a signal that I was stepping into something meaningful. That same pattern showed up again when I fully committed to the gaming industry. For a long time, it was something I explored, something I circled around, something I told myself I'd do more seriously this later. But the moment I stopped treating it as a possibility and started treating as a decision, everything changed internally. Not overnight and not without struggle, but in a way that changed how I showed up every single day. My priorities became clearer. My excuses lost their power. Consistency stopped being optional. I stopped being about testing whether this could work and became about committing to the process and allowing time to do its job. This is also why I want to be very clear about something. If you are unsure about the gaming industry, if your reasons aren't clear, or if you are hoping someone else will validate the decisions for you, then the right move is not to force commitment. The right move is to slow down and seek clarity. Research more. Talk to people who are already doing the work. Ask better questions. That is one of the main reasons I do interviews for my mentorship. Those conversations are not about selling a program. They're about helping you to figure out whether this path actually fits who you are and what you want in long term. Because this industry will ask things from you over time. Patience, consistency, the willingness to keep going when progress feels invisible. Life offers many opportunities. Some you can let them pass without much consequences. Others quietly shape the direction of your life. When I look back at the moments that truly changed mine, there is a clear pattern. None of them were half decisions. None of them lived in the middle. They were all or nothing. So if you're watching this and you feel that tension between excitement and fear, don't ignore it. Sit with it, reflect on it. Ask yourself why it's there. Because the real question isn't whether the gaming industry is right for you. The real question is whether you are ready to commit to becoming the person this path requires. And once you answer that honestly, the next steps becomes much clearer. If this perspective resonates with where you are right now, please show your support for this channel. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell so you don't miss future strategies and technical tutorials. If you want to explore this path more seriously and understand what it looks like beyond inspiration, you can visit woolen.com and take my free training. And I want to invite you to watch my next video where we'll start breaking down how to approach the gaming industry step by step. No hype, no shortcuts, just a clear process to build skills, visibility, and real opportunities over time. Until next time, keep creating, keep sharing, and most importantly, keep dreaming big. I'll see you soon, my fellow creators.